So hi everyone. So today I'm going to present on front-end testing on event pipe on the main focus. Apart from that, I may discuss small logical fallacy that some of the people have encountered in the past presentations. So let's start with some of the basic debugging approach. So this is not much of debugging. This is the basic understanding how test cases are there. So how you can debug anything. So consider like this is the same example we might have encountered earlier. Like there is some auth service. Okay, what exactly we are doing that in a div we are just checking whether via async pipe whether this auth service is accessible or not, and we are mocking this. Okay, so how exactly this work is? First it will go to describe as we have earlier discussed. Then it will come to before all, but there is no before all. Then before each, then in before each it will check that there is something that is mocked, and it will just store that all values. Okay, and then it will check, then it will go to setup module to check what provided and mocked, and what else things are imported or declared, and close this before each, and then it will come to the first state. Okay, then what exactly it will do? It will first line is bootstrap. So this means that your real component or your real TS and ST is going to be called. Okay, so in that when your first T like your main TS is going to call, okay, then it will check, it will encounter, it will go there, it will first go through the same component life cycle. It goes like in real TS. So it will first it will be constructor, then ng on init, then after that all that continue till ng on destroy. Okay, so suppose it first it will go to constructor, then it will check there is something, that is something, there's some service is there, auth service, auth which of auth service type. Okay, so then it will see your like setup module whether something is mocked or not. So here I have seen that there is auth service which is mocked. Then whenever in the HTML or in a TS further, if there is something like auth service dot is accessible, then it will say that somebody has mocked it and it has a written value here. Okay, so then it will put that written value type here, and the further testing will continue. So while debugging, suppose if there is something on init or some big function is there, so if you put the debug point in the real TS instead of testing thing, it may work as expected. Like it will come to the real TS, then HTML, and then you can like, so you can put debug point in both test dot your what we say real component, and you can check if there is some fault in your test case or your real TS. Based on that, you can go ahead. Like you can see so while for testing in the browser, like you can add underscore debug in your testing. Okay, so there is something like unit test underscore debug. So it will give you one link of what we say your browser testing. So when you open the browser testing, you can go through sources, Control P, and then you can write your file name, and it will continue like that way. The same approach you put for debugging in the normal TS, same you can do in test, which will make your testing easier. Apart from that, you can also test your test file as well as your real file. Okay, so what exactly Bootstrap do? It will preserve the real final state like after that, and after that whatever things you do. Suppose if you in the next test case we have seen, it will after that before it will go to trigger. It will preserve the state like this button is rendered. Suppose this data is right now not there, so it will not render data. Then it will keep in the same place. Then there is something like we are triggering an event inside that rendered HTML, or we can say HTML DOM. So on that click, what will happen is that this data would be shown. So now the new DOM is rendered. So for that we put flush, so that till all the async task and other tasks and DOM rendering all that happen, it will take that ample amount of time, and after that we can test whatever we needed. Okay, so do you have any confusion till now, like the testing in the last three presentation and this one?
Just need to know about the flush thing. What does flush thing?
Flash. Okay, suppose if you are doing some tasks which may take time, like click event, so it will first trigger and there is lot of DOM activity there. So suppose on the click there are 5-6 activities are there. Okay, so your test file is not going to wait for till that all the event happen. It may go directly to the expecting. So many of the time you have may expecting this thing, but it is not coming. Okay, basically after a big event like click or some big function rendering or something like that. So what exactly Flush will do? It will wait till the all micro task queues are empty, your DOM is rendered, everything that particular time it will take care, and as soon as it is cleared, like everything is done, it will go to next statement. So it is like a small time for your activity like DOM rendering and microtask UMT and all the event loop that all happens for that time slot. Okay, so many of the time flush is very useful, specifically in the big events like where the suppose here we have only one data that is one DOM that is data is rendered. Suppose there is a very big DOM which is take a very long time to render or something like that. Okay, but while rendering, if we check the expect, might it give an error. So for that, flush is required. Anyone else? Okay. Now moving to this may not related directly to the test, but this may help you understanding test cases better. In the case of directive specifically. Okay, so this is host binding and host listening. So what exactly host binding you can think is like, suppose if there is something host binding value and then my value. This is equivalent to what we use in a DOM directly, that is value of my value. Okay, so why exactly we are using this? So suppose we have a directive which may directly not to modify a value, like we can't in directive we put value like this in the DOM directly. So we are using host binding to ease out our task. Okay, so suppose what here host binding, like this is one of the example of setting image SRC. Okay, suppose I have an implementation such that whenever there is an ID of an email, so if RC should be set with ID and .png added. So suppose if there is something like here example, if ID is ABC, then we our SRC is expected to be abc.png, something like our expected, and we are doing this via directive. So how exactly we are going to do? First, we have to add an host binding SRC like some string, like its output is string, so definitely image SRC is string type. Then we can do like modify this miss if this image this dot image SRC, so whatever value we want we can put there, or if there is no native element is rendered, we can directly put default.png. Okay, so like that it would be, so host binding would work. Okay, similarly, if we see to host listener, it is equivalent to like on click event, my click function should be called like alias to this thing. Okay, so suppose if we want to add some sort of analytics in our application and we want that whenever user press enter in an input box, okay, so this event should be triggered along with other event whatever is there. Okay, so how exactly we are going to add a directive? We would add analytics, then analytics service we will load, and element ref. And if there is something like host listener is linked to enter button, then we can add like if we can get the value from that input box, and we can directly put to track event whatever restore functions are there. Okay, so whenever this directive is added, like here set analytics is added to this input, whenever it is clicked, like enter button is pressed, sorry, not clicked, enter button is pressed, then we can say that analytics call is fired. So basically that's how this host listening and host binding is there. So most of the directive might be using this. So this is essential like whenever you go to directive testing, like basically. So let us check the basic approach for testing directive and pipes. Okay. तो इतने ही है आज के लिए.